A somewhat patriotic feel to set the stage in this one. The color wheel of the USA on display. A couple of teams who don the red and blue. Welcome to Ruston, Louisiana, Joe I.A. Stadium, home to the Bulldogs of Louisiana Tech. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Florida Atlantic Owls. The Bulldogs ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Owls offense will go to work first. We've seen freshmen step into the running back position with big expectations many times. David, Herschel, Walker, Adrian Peterson, among others. And they hope that they found a guy like that here.
Well, and he's highly touted. He's got the skill set, obviously, highly recruited. Everybody talked about him. But this is a different animal, Palmer. Like when you come into this atmosphere and you got a bunch of full-grown men coming at you, I'm very curious to see how he responds. I know he has the physical ability, but is he ready for this?
He looks really good coming off the bus, I'll say that. He is definitely built different, but he's going to have to run different than he did at high school. David, you know this. You can't bounce every run to the outside and get away with it like you did in high school. I'm really curious to see the discipline he's going to have in this game running the football now that he's playing against much tougher competition.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. The sure hands, it's Hodges. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Got it in the middle, it's Hodges. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Just keep slinging it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Let's talk for a second about Florida Atlantic. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it, and that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Going for it all. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Into the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
14, Louisiana Tech, 0.
He'll bring it out. It's Etheridge. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs offense will try to get something going with their first possession. This guy has all of the battle scars. He's got all of the trust of this team, David, as he has been their leader, their warhorse throughout his career.
Yeah, and we've seen him. He's been very productive. He's proven his worth in college football, but now he's taking his talents to a new team. And now he's got to show them what he's about. Great opportunity to start it off. Can he be the guy? Can he be the catalyst that takes this team to the next level?
He really is a guy you root for, too, I think, because he's waited.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, and he gets it back, so you can file that one under. Could have been worse.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Fires to the big fella. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Makes a move. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Going right to work up top. Caught over the middle. It's Hodges. Guys, let's talk about Florida Atlantic. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Hit as he throws. Trying to bull his way in. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fat.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
And it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his big tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Gets it to him on the screen. Lots of running room. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. And guys, Florida Atlantic is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats.
Louisiana Tech, 0.
They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Owls. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
28, Louisiana Tech, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Here's the handoff. Finding open areas. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. Now on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got a man. It's Hodges. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you could tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt him.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Got it in the middle. It's Williams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Johnson looking to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, you're still happy to get the field goal.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Works the middle of the field. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Here's a heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the Owls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's knocked down.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Using his feet to buy time. Trying to escape and get it himself. And it looks as if Florida Atlantic will have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the right. Turning it on. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls.
How about the day for this young fella? That's a 4-game stretch. Nope, 4 touchdowns in 1 game. He has been the focal point of this offense, and he has not disappointed.
And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3.
Florida Atlantic, 35. Louisiana Tech, 3.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Rides to back and leaves it. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Johnson wants to throw it. Rushes on him. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Right on the money. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. He'll get rid of it. He's got an open man. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. And the Bulldogs are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Under fire. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. After the earlier field goal, they'll try again, this time a 43-yard attempt. Never a doubt.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Trying to get behind the defense. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Finds a seam. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the 1st half.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum. Turning on the Jets. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And you thought for a second that is exactly... Offense wanted, right? Get the ball out of your own end zone. The running back gets it, gets some yards, but he coughs the football up on a horrible spot on the field. And now this defense is set up with great field position.
He stopped at the 5, but the completion sets him up with a 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Owls! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
49, Louisiana Tech, 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On the run, it's Martin. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. We've got a in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. Florida Atlantic about to boot it away and get this second half underway.
49, Louisiana Tech, 6.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Etheridge. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Looking downfield on first down. Immediately fires to the middle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down. The defense proved they can stop.
Louisiana Tech.
Coming out with it, it's Etheridge. Brings it back out to his own 29-yard line before going out of bounds, and his offense will have the ball there. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Gives it on the option. Running into the open space. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. The Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. The lone back's got it. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Makes a connection. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that.
It's a seam wide open. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game
lets it fly deep downfield. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
I know we're in the 3rd quarter, but because they're trailing like they are, they're right now in 4-down mode every single drive. You throw an incompletion down in the red zone, this is a no-brainer. They're going to be throwing it again, and we'll see if the defense can step up here.
Right down the boulevard. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And they hook up, going for the... On 2nd down, now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying play action. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it inside the 30. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida Atlantic has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Wants to keep it in the air. Using the quick game. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards. Going for the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Owls!
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this. This coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Bulldogs need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll try to really get into this one. Secures it at the 30. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Going for it all. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously...
Oh, out of space. And he's brought down after a nice game.
We've seen this tight end lined up in a 3-point stance. We've seen him in the slot. We've seen him outside at wide receiver. And he's made catches all over the field, guys. That's now...
Oh, he's got some space. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Man, it's go time for this defense now. I mean, you're down by a couple scores, and they're still making big plays. You got to find a way to get a stop.
Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the left. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Well, he got you 2 on first down. He got you 2 on second. 2 won't get it done on third. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He's got it. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on 1st down. Unloads it downfield. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. This time it's complete. Gashing the D on the right. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Florida Atlantic trying to get it in from the red zone. Looking to throw on 1st down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Looking to the end zone. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch except ticket holders. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in the...
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Louisiana Tech, 9.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gives it on the option. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. QB draw. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like, they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not...
He's going to throw deep right side. He caught it. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting, and they're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched, but here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight, because as a coach, you want to know next time you take the field which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Bringing the heat. At the 35, he's got room. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Catch inside the 25. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. That big play has them in business. First and 10 inside the 20. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. They weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Pocket breaking down. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.